Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and then today we're going to have a talk on the upcoming fight. It's a light welterweight title fight between Richardson and Hitchins and George Kambosos, you know, from Australia. We're going to talk about the tactics and the prediction. This fight is coming up on the 14th of June. We hope to be with you again before the fight, and it will be a very good fight anyway. But I had thought that Hitchins will be looking for a way to unify at the moment, because he's big and he's gonna have problems if he stays long weight-wise. If he stays long in the light welterweight division, I think the better place for him to stay is welterweight and then light middleweight at the moment because of his height and his body structure. Well, having said that, I have to be honest with you, Hitchins has this long jab, and there's going to be a factor. Long, straight jab, clean and accurate. It's going to be a factor in this fight. We saw what happened to Perot when they fight the Australian, Liam Perot. We saw how he used the jab to his advantage in the second, almost through the second half of the fight. And is he going to do the same thing again? Yes, he's going to do the same thing against Kambosos. Kambosos at the moment is rebuilding, and after the loss to Lomachenko, it's not been the same. We don't know how Kambosos is psychologically, because it was the first time he's been knocked out in his career. And we hope that in this fight, Hitchins will take a cue from what Lomachenko did: pressure and body blows. That is the blueprint for beating Kambosos. Kambosos is caused an offset against Lopez. We know that, won the undisputed title. He's fought Henny, lost twice. He's fought Shevchenko, and Shevchenko, nobody has ever done the thing Shevchenko did to him. Nobody has ever knocked him out. Shevchenko had him down twice, and then the fight was called off, and he couldn't make the count, in his hometown. It was a big letdown. Having said that, losing to Shevchenko is no disgrace at all. He's a proper pound-for-pound fighter. We know him, he's a good fighter. And Hitchins, the other way, to borrow a lead, we have to borrow a lead, because both boxers are counter-punchers. But who is going to carry the day? At the end of the day, what will determine this fight will be the kind of pressure Hitchins put, because Hitchins always fights on the back foot. Kambosos is almost the same style. We saw what happened with his Henny and the Kambosos when they fought twice. If it's going to happen like that, Hitchins will win. Hitchins will win decision on him, on points decision. So for Kambosos to have a chance, he has to come from the inside. He has to attack. He has to apply pressure to Hitchins and then upset his rhythm. But it's easier said than done, because we've seen that Hitchins is a thorough boxer. He can adapt, face adversity in a fight. He can adapt and fight well. We saw it with his fight against Liam Perot. From the first stanza of the fight, he wasn't still there, but from round 4, he came into the flow, and then his jabs were very important. But against Kambosos moves his head around. He's a straight counter-punch fighter. If he reaches corners and waits like that for him to make a mistake or to come in and then attack him, he might have advantage, but he's going to end up in point. But if he wants to make a statement to the other people in the light welter division, he has to stop Kambosos. It's been done before. It's possible. It could be done. And how do you stop Kambosos? You stop Kambosos by attacking his body. When you attack his body, he opens up and you go to the head, and you hit him with body shots to the liver, to the solar plexus. We've seen Lomachenko do that and got a very important, very good result. He knocked him out. So for Hitchins to make a statement in this fight, because I believe that is why he selected this fight, for him to make a statement, he has to stop Kambosos. But can he do it? That is a $1 million question. He can if he fights in a certain way. That certain way is obvious because somebody has set a blueprint on how to do that, and that is Lomachenko. So if Hitchins goes to the body, straight jabs to the solar plexus to the body, it is very hurtful, it's very painful, but you don't know that the punch is very, very important. If he takes that route or goes to the body as well with a punch, a left hook to the liver, you will have result. And the result will be a KO loss because it's already clear that Kambosos is vulnerable to the body. If you hit him with a big shot to the body, I know he will be training against and working against it and everything, but it doesn't happen overnight. It's both physical and psychological as well. The body punches, there is no way you can defend them. They're very painful. It will take you more than 20 seconds to recover from that. By the time the count is over, and it's very painful, excruciating pain, when you hit it, when you see other boxers who have taken body punches and went down, it's not their fault, there's nothing they can do about that. It's just the way the punches are. And every fighter has a problem there, unless you train your stomach to an extent where and then your defense will have to be solid to avoid those punches to those areas. Those places. If you look at the human anatomy, the punches, the solar plexus, just below the heart level, and then the liver punch on the side towards the back of the body, not the back, but towards it on the side, and cock a left hook into it is a problem for every person. People don't defend it, but people can bear the pains, run around. We've seen one or two boxers do that. When you take that kind of body punches, it takes a lot of strength from you. It takes a lot of, character from you for you, Having said that, I have to be honest with you. Hitchins is going to win this point. He's going to win by decision. But if he emulates or toes or imitates the Lomachenko and goes to the body early in the fight, it will be early night, because I know that obviously Kambosos is vulnerable to the body. If he takes that, he will capitalize on that. We will see a knockout again for him, and that will be a big statement for him. He might get a chance to fight one of the belt holders in the light welterweight division. Probably, I thought he was looking at a fight with Lopez, but Lopez is gone another route, and they will see what will happen. But if he makes a statement here, I think the next person might be Lopez or some other person, But because the weight is hotting up now, the people at the weight, there are so many fights there, very good fights. And I hope I hope and feel he will beat Kambosos convincingly, and that will open other doors for him. And we're done for today. Our time is up. Do have a nice day, and God bless. And please do subscribe to the channel to make the channel grow. Thank you, and have a lovely day.